So with this question here, we're trying to work out. Let's just zoom in a second so we can avoid seeing what we've written down as the answer. We've given some points. They're on a straight line, and it's asking us what the gradient of the straight line is. So you could just, and the same with the one down below. You can see the answers we worked out now. And so what we did is we plotted them on a graph like this. So we've got, that was the first point, that was the second point, and then we said, well, if we did that, then the change in y we can see is 2 because it goes from 5 to 7. The change in x is 7 because it goes from 1 to 8. So and then when we did it over here, we went, okay, there's the first point, there's the second point, and then it went from 7 to 3, but it's going down, so we go -4, and then went from -2 to 6. So that goes all the way across. That's just 8. So basically, what's a shortcut to do this without actually plotting out the graph is like this. If I've got the change in y is just going to equal to the second, it's going to be equal to the second y value minus the first y value. So if we look at in fact, I'm going to just draw out a table. Okay, so with this first one, 1, 5, then the first x value was 1, the first y value was 2. Oh, sorry, it was 5. And then the second coordinate is 8, 7. So the first x value was 8. The second x value was 8. The second y value was 7. So to work out the change in x, we're just going to work out the second x, take away the first x. So that's 7. And then to work out the change in y, we do the second y, take away the first y. So that's 2. And that's what we got over here. So when we work out the gradient, it's still going to be change in y with change in x. So it's going to be 2 over 7, and that gives you that. So we don't have to even plot the graph. We don't have to even draw out the graph. If we look at the second question, 3, 6. So first x value and first y value, and then 7 minus 2, so second x value and second y value. The change in x is 7 minus 3, so 4. The change in y is minus 2 minus 6. So that's going to take us down to minus, hang on a second. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, I just realized that this graph here was done incorrectly. So this is the correct version, this one here. So you got the coordinate here, which is 3, 6. So whenever you do coordinates, it's always the first number is the x, the second number is the y. Then you got coordinates down here, which is 7 minus 2. So the first x coordinate goes there, the second x coordinate goes there. The change in it is 4. Then the first y coordinate is here. The second y coordinate is here. So -2. And so then the change is actually going to be, because it drops, it goes from so you're going to actually do the second y value, take away the first value. So it's going to be -2 minus 6. So that ends up being -8. So then when you when you do the actual gradients, it's going to be the change in y divided by the change in x, which is -8 divided by 4. So that's -2.